His pay went from $160,000 to almost $200,000 between 2007 and 2008.
That's too much. I don't want it.
The Oregon Historical Society is floating a few plans that could cost you more tax dollars to keep its downtown museum afloat. But we dug into its tax records to see how the nonprofit is spending its money. The museum is a mainstay for thousands of people. In fact, 45,000 visitors a year enjoy its art, artifacts, and library, but it could be broke in a few years.
Now it could ask for a modest tax increase to keep those doors open. It's something we found support for until On Your Side investigator Tom Jensen showed them how some of your tax dollars are already being spent there, and some surprising spending going on there, Tommy.
And we thought so when we started looking through these tax filings for 2 years, and people we talked to agreed.
Over the past 3 years, the Oregon Historical Society has done a lot of belt-tightening, laying off most of its employees and depending on more volunteers than ever to keep its downtown museum open. People like Amy Antonio.
If it weren't for the volunteers, I think a lot of museums like this would be in big trouble.
State funding for the century-old nonprofit is down more than $1 million. Now the society could ask for a historical district tax on Multnomah County properties, roughly $10 a year on a $200,000 home.
Well, I would have to do a little more research into that, try to figure it out.
We decided to check the museum's financial records ourselves.
One area the Oregon Historical Society did not tighten its belt was around the well-compensated waste of its executive director. I've been going through the latest available tax records, which show between 2007 and 2008, executive director George Vogt got a whopping raise of almost $36,000. In 2007, Vogt made about $160,000. But with that raise in 2008, he made nearly $200,000.
That's a bit much.
Sounds like he works for the U.S. government.
And that's not all. The Historical Society also pays for Vogt's membership to the Arlington Club, a private organization that's so exclusive that employees here won't tell me how you become a member or even how much it costs.
Spending that makes even the most loyal society supporters think twice about paying a history tax.
Is that disturbing to you at all when people are losing their jobs here?
Oh, absolutely.
No, that doesn't sound like a very good idea to me then.
The numbers in our story are total compensation packages from the 2008 tax forms. 2009 filings are not available yet. We asked for an interview with Vogt today to talk about the significance of the Historical Society, the tax filings, and that proposed tax, but his assistant told us that he wasn't interested in talking about any of this.
Could be a tough sell after some of this information gets out there about that, Tom. Thank you, sir.
So we wanted to know what you think. In our web poll question, we asked, would you support a local property tax increase to help sustain local museums? So far, more than 900 of you have voted. 9% say yes, 85% say no, 6% are not sure.